Hi guys, this is Eva from Med Spa Miami in Atlanta. Let's talk about adult acne. And people write me and ask me, they say, Eva, is it normal? I never had acne when I was a teenager. Now I'm 25 or 28 and I have suddenly acne on the chin. What can I do? So first of all, if you get as a woman acne on the lower part from here down, it's absolutely hormonal. So you need to do blood work. You have to go to an endocrinologist and you have to find out which hormones are off. And this has to be regulated if indeed it is shown. Sometimes they will prescribe some medications. Sometimes it can be related to hormones. It can be related to thyroid. It can be related to diabetes. It can be related to your diet as well. But when an adult woman after 25 gets it here, mainly here, this is usually related to hormones. If you get acne all over your face as an adult and you didn't have it as a teenager, well, it can be hormonal, but it also can be something else, and it can be your lifestyle, and it can be an internal inflammation. It can be excessive oiliness. It can be clogged skin. And I think the best thing to do is, if you have acne all over your face suddenly, is to find a skincare specialist that can analyze your skin and can make recommendations. The first step that I suggest to people to do, and it's crystal, nothing else. No diamond, no water, no soda, crystal, only crystal. Microdermabrasion scrub facials. Crystals actually abrade, and in a very gently and uniform way, they abrade the top layers of the skin. And then when an appropriate acne facial is done and you go through all the steps, then you can extract the oil, the sebum, the pimples, and you can do all these things, which takes about an hour and a half to do, to clear up the skin. I need you also to understand something, that if indeed you are doing acne microdermabrasion facials, let's say like in my clinics, at times, and your skin is really neglected and you have a lot of breakouts, at times your skin will get worse after the first treatment, and only after the second and third treatment it will start getting better. Why? And that's a very good question. I'll tell you why. Because when you do the treatment, and the first treatment you do, remember, you are removing layers of skin, you are unclogging, you are opening all the pores, and you are extracting the blackheads, which is sebum. But remember, because you have already an ongoing acne situation, you have oily skin, there is more sebum underneath the existing sebum that comes out. And so because you made space, you emptied the sebum, now the pore has more space, and the other sebum, the second sebum that's underneath, is now pushing to the surface. And because it's pushing to the surface, 2 weeks later you will have again oily skin, you will have again blackheads, you will have again deposit serum. You will say, how is it possible? Just I did a facial 2 weeks ago. That is correct, because now we are emptying and we are draining all the oil that sits down, and there's a lot of oil that can sit in an oil gland and is pushing to the surface. So you want to clean everything out. You want to bring everything out from underneath the skin, and you want to accept the fact that it might get worse before it gets better, because we are getting all the gook out, we are getting all the sebum, all the oil out, we are eliminating the inflammation, so the skin doesn't look very appetizing. However, voila, after 2-3 treatments, now the skin starts coming down. Now there is less sebum, less blackheads, less oil, because you took a lot of it out. Sometimes I tell my patients come every week, because we have enough time in a week or 10 days that it fills up, and then I take it out. And then after 3 treatments or 4 treatments, I say, okay, well, now we can do once every 2 weeks. And then eventually, so usually when people come to me with acne, I say, okay, buy a package of 10 treatments, because nothing less than 10 treatments will give you the desired results. But I might see you every week, I might see you every 10 days, then I see you every 2 weeks, then eventually I can see you once every 3 weeks, and then eventually once a month. We have to get the upper hand. We have to allow bodies underneath to drain out. So that's another way to address it if you have like really breakouts all over and you have very, very oily skin. I also want to tell you that food has a lot to do with it. Your lifestyle has a lot to do with it. Hormones have a lot to do with it. Sugar has a lot to do with it. Eating really bad food and eating carbohydrates and sugars and starches and really unhealthy food will make your skin worse, will help to produce more oil. So a good idea, if you have oily acne skin and you want to get control of it, it's sort of a joint venture where you will change how you eat, and eating more raw diet, eating more vegetables and some fruits, getting rid of dairy, getting rid of sugar, getting rid of flour, eating healthy, drinking water, taking vitamins, particularly B12 and B6 and niacinamide, because they're very good for acne prone skin is very important. Another thing that a lot of women do suffer from, and that's constipation. If you have bad skin and you also suffer from constipation, you need to do something about constipation, and you need to start eliminating all these toxins that are inside your intestines, and they can be there for a very long time. And those toxins live inside, and those toxins contribute to your breakouts, and you break out on your face, you break out on your back, you break out on your chest, and this can be a very bad thing. What should you do for constipation? Well, I have two suggestions. One is you can buy a senna tea. You can buy it on Amazon. It comes in leaves, and you make yourself every day. You take 2 teaspoonfuls of these dry leaves, put it in a cup, boil water, and make a cup of tea. Drink it at 6 o'clock in the evening. Don't eat afterwards, because it will start working, and it will probably work by 5 or 6 a.m. and you will start going to the bathroom. You repeat this on a daily basis, so you make yourself regular. You can also do colonics, and I have some more videos where I show how you can do colonics at home to start moving your bowels. But if you are constipated, that will make you break out, and you have to get your handle on constipation. Remember, the skin is the end result of what happens inside your body. It's as simple as that. Now, if you want to know more, if you want to make an appointment to come in Bay Harbor, Miami Beach, or in Atlanta, Noonan, by all means, call me at 305-864-3333. Thank you, guys. I hope it helps. Bye.